Hello, so this is going to be a different kind of video. I've just got back from VidCon, which was amazing. It was the first ever VidCon in Europe, and it was really fun. I met a lot of really cool people, and I just kept hearing this thing over and over. And I don't know if it was in the panels or the workshops, or just like amongst my friends, but it was to do the thing that you're most afraid of. And I realized that for me, that's this. Just normal, like, vloggy stuff. And I am going to try and do it. I'm gonna try and do a weekly vlog. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna be normal and human, and I'm not gonna try and plan anything too much. But I'm still gonna try and make sure that this is actually entertaining, because I don't want to bore you guys. But I just wanted to try this because I realized I don't really let you all into my life that much. And maybe you would like to see some of it. Vinyl videos will continue as scheduled. I'm going to be getting more regular. I'm going to show you guys how I film some of them. You're going to see behind the scenes. And just, yeah, generally. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's see how it goes. Cool. I have been doing a lot of tidying and unpacking just now. I've got all of my various bags that I took to VidCon, and I've been kind of trying to make sense of them, and also just trying to make sense of the disarray in which I left my room when I left to go travelling. Last night was really fun. It was Elena's birthday, and we all went bowling, and we went to like some arcade games, and then we had some Turkish food for dinner.
Choice. She commits. She's in position. They're braced. Almost. Kind of. And she goes. It's still gonna go. It's still gonna go. Oh, that's unlucky.
And now I've just had a bit, like, not a lazy day, I'd say, just like a day of getting practical, boring stuff done. So I've been listening to this record quite a bit. I really enjoy it. I'm just going to put it on right now because it's really good, and I think you might like it. It came in one of the flying vinyl boxes that I didn't do a video about because, I don't know, time. And it's a guy called Cosmo Pike. I think he's like 18, he's a skater, and there's a song called Chronic Sunshine that I love and is like my absolute favourite right now. So yeah, that's just like really, really good stuff. I really like that at the moment. I've been playing that, and then the other side is like called Social Sites. I really like the slightly slurry but like casual, like I'm really into that. What is it called? It's like they care, but they don't make it sound like they care in the song. If you haven't heard of Cosmo Pike, go look him up. He's really good. This is like the general state of my record collection at the moment. I bought this crate from Tiger, which I am experimenting with. It seems very flimsy, like a lot flimsier than I thought it would be. But I think it's going to be perfect for putting in 7 inches in the flying vinyl boxes. So like having them like this. I think that might be quite a good little storage for them and look really nice. And then I've got, these are the previous flying vinyl that I was listening through for Cosmo Pike. Honeymoon, because this is always on my thing because I need to review it. So I always have Honeymoon here. Behind this there is catiewahwah. I am reviewing this soon. I'm actually gonna write and shoot this review shortly. But this was a Vinyl Monkey record and it's really awesome, but I have it up here because it's for review. And then if anyone's ever wondered what this box is, this is where I keep all my Yeah singles. So just got all these guys in here. Some buttes in there, but I like to keep them in the special little box. Rhaegal here from Game of Thrones. Anyone knows Rhaegal? And this is a box of 7 inches as well. And then there's all records. And another little box of records. Right, so I was filming and then it occurred to me that I hadn't actually talked about the records that I bought in Amsterdam. So when I was in Amsterdam, I went to this really big record store called Concerto? I don't know which one it's called, but I have some footage that I will put in now. It's basically like 5 shop fronts worth of records. A lot of it is CDs and there's also like DVDs and stuff. And then there's one bit that I went to which was all the vinyl. And that is fun. So they have like secondhand stuff, they have brand new stuff. And because I was in Europe, and I know that everything that's English and American tends to be like a lot more expensive in Europe, so I went for more of like the European stuff. So I got this Disque Vogue thing, which is Françoise Hardy. And it's Je pense à lui, and also L'amour s'en va, which I don't have yet, but I love that it's all still in the original Disque Vogue bit. Trying to focus, trying to be like not too precious about this, because as I said, this is like rough and ready vlogging. And then the next thing I got, which I thought was really interesting, is this Jane Birkin black and white, and this is like with the compliments of black and white Scotch whiskey, which I think is quite cool and weird, but it's like a cute little Frenchy song, and yeah, it was fun. I like it. I managed to listen to both of those when I was in the shop, and I just put them on, and you know when you just hear it and it's like, ah, that beautiful warm sound. It's gorgeous. So this is a new one. It's a reissue of Brigitte Bardot La Madrague. I think that's how you say it. This is a record that I have not been able to find previously, but it's one of her famous albums and just adding to my Yeah collection. So I got 3 new Yeah records. So in terms of video stuff, today I need to finish a script that I've got. I've got a script for April's Most Anticipated, and I've got Decay Maidster and Flying Vinyl. So a couple of vinyl subscription review type things. And then there's another video that I shot that I'm really excited about, but I've never edited anything like it before, so I've been really like scared of editing it. But hopefully I'm going to be able to really get to the meat of that this week, and then be able to send that off to like get it all checked and everything, and then be able to share that with you guys soon. So I don't know, like I think I do things and I'm always up for like doing new things and testing myself and like trying to do things that are a bit different. But I'm also like, I get really terrified once I have to like take that final step. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I'm gonna start to be okay with that. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, cool. It is some time later. Some time has passed indeed. And I've just been writing my April's Most Anticipated video. I did like a bunch of notes of this earlier, so I've just been kind of going through and like making sure that I know what I want to say. I know I need to film this. Ooh, I know I need to film this. I think I might need to film it tomorrow morning. So usually I have like no time, like usually I'd be working today, but I'm on holiday from work this week, which is why I have like extra time to do stuff during the days. But it still doesn't ever feel like it's quite enough. So, focus. Right, so this is just, I like writing some stuff here. like, hey, because otherwise I'll forget to say this beginning bit. So I like to say this bit so I can make sure I don't say stuff. And then I'll write like my intro bit, because my intro bit is, I don't know, I can never think of like, oh, you can hear it right now. I can never think of like good words to say. And then I have that I'm going to put in the clip there. And then this is all the points I want to cover. I've got my notes below as well in blue here, just for this one, because I did not write it very well in my notes. So I've got this like bullet pointed out how I want to say it. Sometimes I will write out the whole thing, but I've been experimenting with just bullet pointing stuff like this, like most anticipated. Because otherwise it's so long and it just sounds better when I can just say it as opposed to scripting everything. Whereas like for a review, I probably will script everything because I want to make sure I get everything in like nice and succinctly. I feel like this is a bit more natural. Second one's Big Mood, Arca, Little Dragon, Incubus. Have I missed someone? Nope. There we go. Kasabian, Cranberries, Feist, Mary J. Blige. Why are you not scrolling? And the Gorillas. And then that's the bit I script at the bottom because I will not remember to think of interesting ways of saying, please subscribe to me. Hello. So I just filmed a video and it is the April's most anticipated video, and I haven't checked the footage yet, but basically I had 2 hours to film and everything that possibly could go wrong went wrong. First of all, I only had 2 hours to film, which is annoying. Then, what happened then? Then my mic, I accidentally left my lav mic on for how many weeks? So the battery was completely dead. So then I tried my old one and I couldn't get the battery out of that. And then that was like dead. And then I was trying to, what was I trying to do? What was I even trying to do? What was all the fuss about? I was trying to record sound and then the sound wouldn't work. So then I just had to record straight into my little Zoom, this little guy. I'm hoping this works. If it didn't, I don't know what to do. And then, what else went wrong? Oh, then I was using natural sunlight because I was like, it's daytime, I can't block the sun completely out of my room, so I might as well use it. But then of course, you know, it started out nice overcast day, nice even lighting, and then the sun just came out, and then it went in, and then it came out. So I was just like sitting there like everything is going wrong. Everything. In retrospect, not everything went wrong. It could have been worse. So like, I don't know. I just get really stressed about it sometimes. And I don't even know if it's worth stressing or if it's genuine stress. But that's sometimes why it takes me a while between videos, or like, if I'm on a roll, I get on a roll. Sometimes I just don't have any time, or I have things like this where I have 2 hours to film. Otherwise I die, because I have to get out of the house in like, I have to be out of the house in like 20 minutes. So I would have filmed tonight, but then I've got this YouTube party, which is really exciting and I really want to go, but it's just like, that means I can't film in the night, which means I have to use natural lighting, which means, let me show you how I film. Anyway, because maybe this will be exciting and more interesting than me moaning. I've put up my little bit there. Can you see that? Yeah, so that's my April map albums. It's there. I've got my laptop here, my phone. Just a tangle of wires where I've freaked out. A book I've just finished reading. I think I was using that to focus. It's a really good book. My little sound. There's my camera where I've been filming. Just ignore the mess over there. And a big softbox. And this is the light that kept changing. So this is like a big softbox. Except it's not. This is like my mess of makeup stuff. All of this is should be quite optimized and quite self-contained, and yet it is not. Instead, it just becomes this thing of like, oh, faff. Oh, pro tip. Use a straw and then you don't mess up your lipstick while you're filming. Anyway, I feel like this is just going to be boring from now on, so I'm going to go and I'm going to clean away and sort my life out. It was nice to have a little moan to you. Thank you for listening. Hey! My face probably looks really big right now. I've just been doing a little bit of editing. And I'm about to go to the YouTube space in London for the YouTube red and white party. I've got my red lipstick on, got my highlighter, and I've done this little thing. I don't know if you can see it, but I found it on sale. So I'm about to head into central London to go to do that. I will see you there. Bye.
You're professional?
Scheduled a tweet about a video. I never do that.
Hello. It is now Good Friday. Good for some. I have been having like a really boring laptop day of doing like some editing and various admin type bits, which I would show, but I just think they're really boring. I don't know, I just find admin quite dull. It's like nice to do when you don't really feel like you can do anything, like you're like, I don't know what I can do. I'll just do something boring in admin, but it's boring if you're feeling inspired. So I'm editing the video that I shot yesterday. So this is she. There was a workshop at VidCon where they were live editing SciShow. They pull this up, just edit by the waveform, which I didn't used to do. Like, because if I do it normally by visuals, then I would like be by sort of marking moments, which is fast too. But I think this might actually be faster for my ones where I'm basically just talking to the camera for ages. Like obviously with vlogs, this sort of thing, I'm probably just gonna do my usual editing style. So I've been editing this. I'm trying to get this done today, which is scary to think of because I don't know, I always get like a bit like, oh, I can't do it in a day. But it's straightforward. It's not like reinventing the wheel or something. Last night was really fun. It was a party at the YouTube space called like the red and white party, and got a chance to see a few people, and like there was like a fashion show and just generally a bit of fun, and like strawberry themed or like red themed cocktails, which is quite cool. I really like those events because I feel like doing YouTube can be really lonely sometimes. Like I can see people who watch it like through comments, but I don't always, sometimes I feel like I am just like throwing something into the void. And like obviously to like film stuff, I film stuff on my own, I write it on my own, I edit it on my own. It's like a very lonely process. Like I don't really work with anyone. I would love to work with people, but I feel like the kind of stuff I make is like, I just haven't found anyone who I can like co-write with or like co-produce with or anything as of yet. I would love to find a co-writer. That would speed me up so much. So yeah, just sort of trying to do all of that means that I just spend a lot of time on my own, sitting here, listening to the sound of my own voice. So I really love going to those YouTube events where I can see other people who also spend a lot of time listening to the sound of their own voice. And yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these vlogs. It's really weird. I haven't attempted to edit this yet, but I find it quite cathartic. I don't know, I feel more honest. I feel like I'm me. I'm not having to put on like a show, I'm just kind of chatting to you. If you hate them, I suppose I will see what I can do about that. But if you do like them, I would really appreciate it if you like this video, or like let me know in the comments or whatever, just so I know that someone enjoys it. I don't know. I've been thinking as well of doing like a regular weekly live stream. Would that be good? I won't start doing that yet, but if you have any thoughts on that, I just want to like find a way to like make more stuff and like chat to everyone more and chat about more things without necessarily going through like a very highly produced video to do it. Like, yeah, so I think like a live show. I know I've done the album listening parties before, And those are really fun, and I love doing those. But yeah, what do you think? Alright, I better get back to work anyway. Hello. It is midnight. I've got little Lucas here. He's ever so sleepy. Ever so sleepy. He looks how I feel, basically. Yeah, so I have just finished editing and like putting up a video. I feel like I spent all day editing today. My eyes like bleh. Just holding hands with a dog. You know, just holding hands. I just wanted to record this to let you know that I have finished the video. If you go back to Friday the 14th of April 2017, my April's Most Anticipated is available. You can go watch it if you want right now. So hopefully you do, and I'll be very happy. It's Saturday. So I went to bed quite late last night, and then I woke up because a very barky dog woke me up very early. Just been answering, like, replying to some comments and stuff from my video. I always try and be around for like at least the first hour after I post a video so that I can reply to like all of the first comments. Obviously when I put up something so late, I'm like, I have to go to bed at some point. But I do come back around to them the next morning, and I always find it really interesting. Like, I feel like a video that I make is never really complete until it's had like at least the first round of comments, or at least like the first reaction, because I like to ask questions. As you may or may not know, if you see my videos, I ask a lot of questions, and I like really enjoy having those comments put back in. I wish there was a way to like embed them into the video more so that you could kind of see like this comment applies to this thing or something. I don't know how that would work, but like, you know, when you're like editing something on Google Docs and you can like add in comments at the side, it'd be cool. So yeah, I've been doing that and listening to Damn, which Damn is a good album. Is a damn wait, what is it? Damn is a damn good album. Of course it was a surprise release yesterday, so I didn't include it in my April's Most Anticipated because I wasn't anticipating it. I've just been surprised by it. I'm like, this is really good, but cannot include it. Oh, the dog's barking. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and do some listening through some flying vinyl, writing. Yeah, got a few things to work on. Hello, happy Easter. It is now Easter Monday and I have spent the morning unclogging a drain. How's your day going? I've got a bunch of stuff to film today. I've had a really nice Easter. I watched basically the whole of 13 Reasons Why in like a weekend. Because I started watching it and I was like, oh, I'll ration myself to like 1 or 2 episodes, and then it goes on, and those Netflix ones are literally structured like a film. Like, you can't stop them mid season. You have to keep going because this doesn't make sense. And yeah, I have some thoughts on it. It's like, it's good. It's definitely it's well made. It's like an important topic, but I feel like the way it was done kind of made you like not like Hannah. You know? If you've watched it, let's talk. Like DM me or something. But yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on it. Not all approving. Like, some of it was done very well, and then some of it is like, I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. I kind of want to do like a spoiler filled video review of it or something. But would that be something you would watch? So yeah, let me know in the comments. I will see if I can do that. And we'll do honeymoon as well. But yeah, today I'm just trying to get some stuff sorted that I probably should have done over the weekend. Not unblocking the drain, that was something completely different. And yeah, I've got a flying vinyl review that I want to shoot and edit and stuff. and my Takei album review, which was one of the ones from Vinyl Monkey that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to be sort of writing that and hoping to shoot soon. And then tomorrow I'm back to work, so that'll be fun. But tomorrow night I've got something really fun as well. I'm going to an album launch type thing at the Royal Court Theatre in London, so I'll take you with me there. Yeah, again, like this weekend has been a bit boring, so hopefully you haven't been too bored. Yeah. Alright, bye. I just finished filming my Flying Vinyl unboxing review video. That's why there's a lot of lights up at the moment. I'm doing the really fun part of transferring my footage over to my hard drive so that I can start editing. So I just had a little bit of a mini disaster. So as you know, I just recorded a video. I was really hoping to record it and edit it, and it's all going so well, and it's all going too well. But alas, my mic has decided not to work. So I have me recorded like really quietly, and then there's just so much noise. And I've been trying to fix it, and I am not an audio expert. I do not know how to fix it. So I think I need to get a new mic, basically. It's really not worth the stress of trying to fix it and like putting it up and not being happy with it. I'm just gonna get a new one, and I'm gonna have to record it on like Thursday, I guess, because I'm working tomorrow and Wednesday. Which is really annoying. Yeah. But these things happen. You know. I've done it once, I'll do it again. Okay. Alright, I'm good. Cool. Bye. Hello, I've just gotten back from everything today. I went straight from work to the Royal Court Theatre, where there was a special, like an album launch type thing for a Lebanese artist composer called Omar Rabbani, and he's got a album out called Passport. It was really incredible. So they screened a documentary beforehand about how the album was created, and then Omar Rabbani performed some of the music from the album. He was supposed to be accompanied by some musicians, but apparently they weren't able to travel into London for whatever reason. I'm not really sure what's going on with our borders, that like we're not letting musicians in, but what? Who knows these days, right? But it was still incredible. And this I thought was really interesting because part of the documentary was just talking about all these different influences and all these different musicians who worked on this album from all over the world. And so like at certain points on some of the tracks they have like 120, 130 different tracks on each composition. And I'm just like, wow. And then, you know, from that to then just one man and a grand piano in a room, and he's still creating these amazing pieces of like, they're like musical, I don't know what it is, it's like a little, it's a whole like experience. Like he's really into this idea of total art, which is the idea that you don't just like have one aspect of an art, you have this whole immersive experience with like a visual aspect and more sensual aspects. I met some artists who work in VR and sort of like creating an entire sensory experience for art as opposed to just like one sense. Yeah, it was really interesting. I've come away from it being like, I want to look up this, I want to look up this, I want to look up this. So if you are in any way intrigued by this album, by this music, by this artist, definitely check that out. I'll link to it in the description below. It was cinematic, even though there was no imagery, but then there kind of was, and like the composer had also directed the documentary. It was that whole thing that I'm really interested in, of like artists explaining their practice in their own words. Lots of exciting stuff has happened this week, I think. I think there's been like quite a few really cool things that have happened, and I've really enjoyed sharing them with you. I think I'm really going to enjoy editing this and like the whole experience of taking you with me. I feel like we're getting closer, you know? Like before we were like, oh cool, and now we're like, oh yeah, cool. I'm sorry, that might be annoying. I've had a glass of wine. So I think I might as well bring this vlog to an end, this first ever weekly vlog. I really enjoyed it. I hope that you did too. Let me know your thoughts on my week, or if there's anything you think I should go do next week, like let me know in the comments. And I'd really appreciate it if you liked this video, if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video, and I will definitely see you next week. Bye!